purpose of this video is to provide compliance assistance to testers conducting vapor-to-liquid testing, also sometimes referred to as A/L or Exhibit 5 testing. Specific procedures are found in the executive order, while test sequencing and additional district requirements can be found in the applicable permit attachment. As stated previously, the vapor recovery system and components must be tested in an as-found and certified configuration unless otherwise specified by the district or test procedure. Here the tester is verifying the testing equipment meets the specifications of the test procedure and applicable executive order. The test requires the use of a gas volume meter, commonly referred to as either a Roots meter or tri-tester, to conduct V/L testing. Here, the tester has chosen to use a tri-tester to conduct the test and must do so in accordance with the procedures specified in Exhibit 5 of the most recent version of Executive Order 201/202. The tester must also test in accordance with the most recent version of the tri-tester manufacturer's operating manual. The district recommends that every tester have these reference materials with them during the test to ensure the test is conducted properly. Before the test begins, the tester here first leak checks the meter to verify it is leak tight and repairs any leaks if found. A squeeze bulb is used to induce a vacuum on the airflow meter and vacuum hose assembly. The unit is determined to be leak tight after a vacuum has been induced and the squeeze bulb does not reinflate for at least 30 seconds. Also, before beginning the test, the tester is required to condition the test tank. The tester conditions the test tank by dispensing gas into the test tank until at least 10% of the tank's capacity is reached. Don't forget, test procedures require the tank to be conditioned each time it is emptied and prior to any subsequent testing. The tester shown here is placing the Healy magnet on the spout adapter over the OR/VR diaphragm and inserts the two pins to seal the bleed holes. The tester must remove the adapter with the magnets after each nozzle is tested. Testers should be mindful of this and be sure to reattach the magnet and pins each time a nozzle is tested. Failing to do so may result in inaccurate test data and invalidate the test results.
The tester here is ensuring the following requirements are met. First, the tri-tester start button is pressed at the same time as the dispensing begins and is pressed again when dispensing ends after 2.0 gallons. If the button is pressed earlier than 2.0 gallons or later than 2.1 gallons, the test must be repeated. Secondly, the tester ensures the nozzle spout is in contact with the grounded tank assembly at all times during dispensing and the nozzle trigger fully engaged. After a minimum of 2.0 gallons have been dispensed, the tester then verifies a flow rate of 6.0 to 10.0 gallons per minute occurred during the test. The V/L values and flow rates are obtained from the digital readout of the tri-tester. At this time, both the V/L and flow rate values should be recorded. All flow rates obtained from the tri-tester or Roots meter shall be rounded to the nearest tenth when recorded. For example, the reading from the tri-tester is 9.91 GPM and should be rounded to 9.9 and is within the allowable flow rate. A reading of 10.05 should be rounded to 10.1 and is outside the allowable flow rate. If either the V/L or flow rate values are not within specification, the tester continues testing the remaining nozzles before effecting any repairs. Once repairs have been made, all three grade points for a fueling point with a unihose must be retested even if they passed previously. Before the final test results can be considered valid, the procedure requires a final leak check to be conducted. The tester performs the post-leak check in the same manner as the pre-test leak check. If this leak check fails, all data obtained from the pre-test forward is invalid and cannot be used. In order to avoid repeating testing, the district recommends leak checking the equipment throughout the test or after every 5 to 10 grade points. The district would like to remind all testers that the system and components must be tested in an as-found or certified configuration unless otherwise specified. The district has observed testing while the PV valve was not installed or processor ball valves were not in the proper position. Failing to test in a certified configuration will invalidate any test data. Also a concern, some testers have been observed testing nozzles while other nozzles served by the same vacuum motor were bagged out of service. Testing nozzles in this manner will also invalidate data and may be subject to enforcement action. The allowable V over L range is 0.95 to 1.15. Grade points tested where the V over L values were between 0.80 and 0.95 and greater than 1.15 are required to be tested 2 more times and recorded. The tester then averages the 3 readings and records the average V over L value as the final value. Initial values less than 0.80 are the final value and not averaged. Nozzles that were not able to be tested or repaired during the initial annual test must be rescheduled with a minimum of 15 calendar days notification.